Hello, everyone. This is Eric from Etacute back for another live stream. Welcome to the session every Sunday night, my time. We have a live stream for English teachers. So if you're new here, say hi in the comments. Say hi in the comments and say where you're from. My name is Eric, and I do this every week. And yeah, I just talk about teaching, and I talk. I know I've got a lot of English learners on here, but I'm mainly focus on teachers. So hi there to everyone there. And I'm going to start with one of my favorite people, BM. Hi, BM. I'm going to answer your question now, BM. I haven't seen you for a while. I saw you posted later. By the way, guys, I tend to get a lot of questions. I try and answer all of them, but I go through them very slowly. So please be patient. I'll try to get to all of them. BM, I'll get to your question now. Hi, thank you so much. You got this. I'll try my best. And we've also got Hi, good to see you. My dad's here, Bible and Book Bro Eric from the Cape in South Africa. Hi, Quasim. LinkedIn user. Hi. Musa. Hi. Nilat from Saudi Arabia. Nice. Okay, so yeah, put in your comments if you've got any questions. If you want to talk about something, I'll try and talk about it. But by the way, I was just on another live stream 5 minutes ago. It's my friend Lee. And if you want to check that out, I was just on there. So if I sound a little bit hoarse, I'm sorry. But I'm going to post it in the comments. You can go check it out later. I was just on there talking with Lee about fitness, if you're interested in that. And then let's see who we've got. Ayit, hello, and I like that smiley face. Sachin from India. Sachin. Wow, actually, I've got a close connection to India. I've been eating some real Indian food. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy listening and talking to my viewers from India. Nilath, hi from Sri Lanka. Hala, Eric, good to see you. Hi, Sugang from Tunisia. Med from Morocco. Hala, hi. Noor, hello. Amina. James, good to see you. How are you doing? Okay, let's go to that first question. And it's a difficult one by BM. He says, hello, teacher. I love you. What is the name of your cat? I don't have a cat. But I don't mind cats. I like cats and dogs. I really like pets. I need to get one soon. Do you prefer drinking coffee or tea? I drink a lot of coffee, actually. And what are the main traits you like in your future wife? Yeah, I think I like someone I get along with. That we should have a good connection. We should laugh together. I think that's important. Fat or thin? I think personality and getting along is much better. But, as someone who likes to take care of myself and to exercise, I also like someone who's into fitness to some degree. I'm not saying they have to be a professional bodybuilder or anything like that. But, I like someone that takes care of themselves and exercises. I think what's very important, yeah, obviously pretty, but I also like someone that can cook because I am a horrible cook. So we're going to starve if we don't have a partner in that relationship. I do other things. I can clean. I can carry heavy stuff. But my cooking skills aren't that good. Although I know you guys are saying, Eric, you've got to focus on it. It's just not a strength of mine. So yeah, I think that's important. Finding someone that you get along with, and also that you've got similar goals, future goals. I think you find out a lot if you travel with someone, if you get along. I think that's very important. So having mutual goals for the future. Musa from Algeria. Let's see, where were we before? Doris, hi. By the way, guys, if you've got any questions, especially about teaching, put them in there. Yeah, with the live stream, everybody always asks me, Eric, what's the topic? And I really don't have a topic. I just try and answer questions that teachers might have. And then what I'm also planning for the future, I was really busy recently, so I couldn't focus on it. But I'm planning to do a week of live streaming with other teachers where they're basically going to pick a topic and they're going to use my YouTube channel to do a live stream and to talk about that topic. I'll explain more in the future on it. I'm going to focus on it. I've got a bunch of teachers that have amazing things to share, and that will be we'll share the schedule and the topics they'll talk about. I'll also ask you guys, what kind of topics would you like to hear about, so that we can find information and we can share as best as we can during that week of live streaming. Hello from Jordan, Cameron. Hello. Zara, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. Diana, hola. Ursula from Poland. Hi. Meme, good to see you. It was you were there too. You should have said hi, Meme. Samir, hi. Eka from Indonesia. Apa kabar? I think that's right. My plan, hopefully, I would like to go and visit Indonesia during January or February, but I might be doing some winter camps at some schools or universities. So we'll have to see how that works out. How about Sri Lanka? Of course, so many amazing teachers and from Sri Lanka that I love to talk to. Chan, hi. Also from Tunisia, Kais. Why are you shy? Because yeah, no, I'm pretty open about it. My dad knows me very well. He knows, when I date, what kind of girls I usually go for. I think. Carmen, hi, Carmen. Good to see you. Carmen is such a darling from Lima, Peru. Tatia, hi. Wish you a very successful and happy November. Thank you so much, Tatia. Yeah, I hope the best for you guys too. I want you to be happy. It's getting colder now. Winter is almost here, so that's a good time for us to, to stay indoors and to work on things. And also, if you meet friends, you stay inside and you can build relationships too. I've watched your previous live stream. Thank you so much. Wendy, hi from Algeria, from Morocco again. Ahmed from Sudan. What are you actually doing here? I'm just talking about teaching. And if anybody has any questions about teaching, I'll be happy to answer to the best of my abilities. I'll talk about that. So whatever you want to talk about, LinkedIn. Besiana from Kosovo. Hi. How old are you? I always tell my students, I say at the start, when I start teaching them, I say, okay, everyone, I want you to think of any 2 questions you want to ask me. And I say 2 because perhaps someone else has the same question. So then they've got a backup question. And I go around the room, and then the students usually, they ask one of 2 questions. And I just, I say, guys, there are only 2 questions I hate to answer. But I told you, I'll be honest with you. And then the one is, Eric, do you have a girlfriend? Are you married? That just hits home right here. I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not married. And the other one is, how old are you? Because then I have to say, well, actually, I'm 37 years old. I'm an old man. I'm on the wrong side of 30. Age is just a number. 30 is great, but I can definitely feel it in my bones. Miriam, hi. Sufayan, oh, many from Morocco. Excellent. Hi. You know what? I was talking to a friend recently, and I said, one of the things I regret about living here in the countryside in South Korea is that I'm not in a city with more foreign food options, because I've got this craving for Moroccan food. You won't believe me, but it's 100% true. What's the agenda? What's our schedule? Anything you want to talk about. Dina, hello. Lahadi from Madagascar. Hi. Maria from Cuba. There's a popular bar in my city that's called Los Cubanos, and I go there, and I really want to learn how to salsa dance. I can twirl very well, but I would like to learn some more salsa dancing. Thank you so much, Wendy. Isa, how are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Hafsa from Algeria. Nusuba from Sudan. Sadiq, how are you doing, teachers? Yeah, guys, how are you doing? Hello from India. Hi. BM, please find a goal. BM, you know what? You are right. I have, but I think my luck will change at some point. I hope so. I've got to have faith, like that song says. You've got to have faith. Pan, hi teacher. Rafik, how long does it take for you to plan an hour, 1 hour lesson? Now, the thing is, Rafik, it depends on my goals, what I'm going to have to be teaching. I like to prepare for my classes, but because I've been teaching for a while, I've built up a catalog of resources and activities. And most of my classes progress the same way, where I try and get the students to work in groups and practice certain things, and then produce, and then produce it in front of class. So they've always got to be working, especially in pairs. I do a lot of pair work. I do some group work where the students then work together and then they produce something in front of class. And then so it doesn't take that long for me. It depends. I want to prepare what grammar I'm going to teach, what problems might arise. So I also think of some relevant activities that I can do with the students, and then I use the resources that I have to create the lessons. So it's easier for me to plan a 1 hour lesson. I can basically go into a classroom. If you say, Eric, teach this, and I know the basics of it, I can go in and think. I also think about what is practical for the students, what is useful for them to practice to do, and then we do that in class. So it doesn't take that long for me, but it depends what that is. What is your experience with students who are way advanced than their classmates and get bored easily from their normal classes? Now, I get this a lot because with my university where I teach, a lot of students, so I teach beginner classes, but a lot of students, because they can decide what classes they're in, instead of taking more advanced classes, they just take these easier classes because they just want to pass the class and their ability might be better than their peers. Now, with my classes, I keep it basic, but it's also built around the students, that they actually have to use their own experiences and their own abilities. So you can be teaching the same thing, but with the students using their own personal experience to answer, it makes it relevant to them. It also makes it, I make sure that it's practical. So whatever I do, it can be applied to less experienced learners, and also more skillful ones. So we've got this wide array of things to talk about and for them to share. So you can take anything, like let's say your topic is something like transportation. And with that, I'm going to teach the basic skills, what I want the students to do. I give them some examples, and then that enables your less, your weaker students to actually have something to answer. But I also give some leeway. I give students, advanced students, the opportunity to answer in a way that suits their level. So I think that's very important when it comes to differentiation in the classroom. It's a topic that many teachers talk about, or in education it's called differentiation. It's taking your lesson and then making it suitable for students of many different levels. And I think that's what it is. It's just basing your lesson on your students so that they have to answer from whatever level they are. If that makes sense. That's just something I think about. Thank you for the great question, Meme. You're one of my favorite people ever. Radwa, hi from Indonesia. Isa, good to see you again from the DRC. Rika from the Philippines. Nilat, I'm an English teacher in Sri Lanka. What would be scale to check English? Well, yeah, they are different levels. I mean, obviously, you're going to listen to this. They are level tests, where you can check your students' understanding. There are tests on the internet too. I think what I would like to do in the future is to do a video on how to do level tests, because they're so important. It's not something I do often, but I think as you get more experience as a teacher, you can have a conversation with your students, make it basic, and then you ask them increasingly more advanced questions, so that you can check their level. You can also check their listening and understanding, and then and then you can basically put them in a different scale. But I would really like to do a video on that in the future. Sadiq from Sudan. Dewey, hi, good to see you from Algeria. Zara, also teacher of English, watching you from Iraq. Hi, Fadil. How can we win students' hearts and minds? So students know if a teacher is there for them. So you're going to base your lessons on their interests and things that are useful to them so that they can learn. And it's also being open. Now, I think the mistake a lot of teachers make is they think that the idea of being kind and being open with your students, um, that will make you seem weak. But I don't want you to just show kindness and love. Remember, there should also be authority, and you should also set boundaries for your students, because then they also feel safe in the classroom because they're with a teacher that understands them and does the best for them and allows them opportunities to succeed and to practice. But it's also done in a place where we are respectful to one another. And so I never want to say, oh, just love your kids, make it fun for them, make it interesting. It also there has to be a level of respect for you as the teacher in the classroom. So when you do that for your students and they see that you are an authority in the classroom and you conduct your lessons in a way that allows them to succeed and to improve themselves, they will love you too. Amy, hi Amy from Turkey, merhaba. Um, Hi from Peshawar, Pakistan. Hi. By the way, guys, with a quick hello, everyone. Sorry about that. So this my Wi-Fi goes out, and then I've got to plug in my stream. Okay, let's go back. Where are we? Oh, Japanese. Oh, Light. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone, I can see meme. Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. Thank you guys for giving that. I was actually wondering about that because I'm on usually on YouTube. Your comment will go to the top if you give this if you answer. By the way, can you guys see me now? I'm sorry if something happened. Maybe it was just no, it wasn't. James, can everyone see me? It's not your connection, Mrs. Abiola. Good to see you. Actually, what happened is my Wi-Fi goes out, and then I've got to plug in the cable. So I did that. Can everyone see me? Jackie, hi. Sanjit, I hope you can see me. Actually, I had a question. When did I zone out? Can everyone see me? Um, Seeing well. Thank you, Light. Thank you so much. By the way, guys, Light is in Japan. He's also from South Africa, like myself, and he has a lot of great content for learning Japanese. Connection is nice. Thank you, BM. Bonnie, Esther, good to see you. Sorry, I was just drinking some water from a warm and windy Massachusetts. The weather has been perfect. If you guys haven't seen yet, I post photos from when I go outside, and fall is just great. Thank you so much, Sanjeet. Carmen, now working. Yeah, sorry, guys. I know I should plug in my LAN at the start, but it works well. And then all of a sudden, where am I? By the way, guys, what happened between Pakistan and Bangladesh? Because I'm South African and we lost against the Netherlands. We always choke. So who went through? Let's see. Cricket. I'm curious to see who went through. Was it Bangladesh or Pakistan? Let's see the standings. It's Pakistan won. Okay, sorry to my to Bangladeshi. I'm from South Africa, so we lost. Pakistan and India are through, and on the other side, it's New Zealand and England. Okay, now let's go back. Oh, I saw someone else. Pakistan easy victory. Oh, North Korea at the table. Thank you, Paul. Hi, Jackie. Good to see you. Cambridge, nice to be in touch again. Hugs. Okay, I'm so happy you guys came back. I'm so sorry for going. I know it's something I have to fix. And now I'm quickly going to go back up to where I left off before. Here's Light. He says, from Japan, just started my own teaching. Oh, you started too. What would you do? How would you do your marketing? I would say marketing. Find out where the parents are, so you can do it. If I had an English school, obviously you want to get more parents involved, Light, and you want to find the parents. So depending where your location is, you're going to do some advertising. You also want to do some word of mouth. So when you start, make sure that it's something that you'll do, things that your kids can talk about and tell their parents, and the parents can talk to each other, because you want to build a community around your school. Marketing, what you can also do is, if you know that a lot of parents are on Facebook, you can use something like Facebook ads to reach them if you want to do that. Where am I? Okay, I think I missed something. Where am I? Okay, I answered that. Um, oh yeah, I was here. What is your experience with? Okay, I did that. English. Hello, as an. How do you learn some of them? I think practice more, use more examples. Farah, good question. You want to improve yourself, you want to give examples that are useful. So, follow people, try and improve yourself. And, just remember, you don't need to be a native speaker to teach something, to teach English. So, improve yourself, do the best for your students, and that is really all they can ask for. Light, I hope I answered that question. Thank you so much for joining. Hala, watch your video when you explain mixed level students. Thank you so much for watching that video. Yeah, I shared it before. Again, what do you suggest for primary school teachers? I mean, is it better to teach them by practice as well as listening, or have them know how to write words? Yeah, it depends what their level is. Obviously, you want to teach them how to read and to write, and you want to expose them to the language whenever you can. But the main thing is getting them to use the language. So have fun activities where they actually use it. If it's games, get them to start speaking, using the words, using the expressions. And the more confidence they get from speaking, the more they'll grow. I think that's very important. About using different, yeah, the web to I might do something more like that in the future, Tatiana. I'm sharing some good ideas on that. Javier, hi from Chile. Facebook, BM. I'm 39. Nilath, what a good age. Martin's here. Zara, it's high time. Yeah, I know. It's not like I've not been trying, Zara. No, I would love to. I think it's about time for me too. Jackie, good to see you. Samir, could you specific? Yeah, I don't want to. There are many grammar books out there. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll do a video on, like, I'll get some grammar books and I'll share the ones I think are best. But I know there are some videos out there on it. Hello, James. Age is no barrier to getting married. I didn't get married. Wow. Okay. Thank you, James. I like that word of confidence. Steve, good to see you. Lovely to have you here. Rika from the Philippines. Maggie, teacher. I easily get attached to students, and my students are already attached to me too. Now that I want to find another job, I find it really to quit. Yeah, that's the thing with teaching is we build these connections. That's what we have to do, and then it's difficult to let go. Even now, it's so tough for me at the end of the year. I remember, well, I was teaching for like 12 years, and still then when I say goodbye to my classes, you get a tear in the eye. It's really tough. But it's part of life, letting them move on. And you've got to tell your students, listen, I had a great time, but you're going to get many other teachers too. And when I see you in the street, always say hello, and we'll always be together. But you also need to grow. And so that's important. It's very tough saying goodbye, but it's part of life. You've got to move on to. and you can't hold on to them forever. They're going to graduate, they're going to move away, and then you're there with your job that you wanted to quit. So do the best thing for yourself, but it's also not a bad thing for them to also find new teachers. So just be honest with them and explain it to them. Gracia, hello from Timor-Leste. Hello from Tatiana from Bucharest, Romania. Very interesting. Hi. I heard lots of interesting things. I'm getting curious about Romania and Bucharest. Maya, I'm from Myanmar. Hi. Bimbi Zanga. Live stream. The exact time is it's 10 p.m. Korean Standard Time. That's my time. And I think that's 1 p.m. GMT. I hope that helps. Malik, how can we develop confidence in class while speaking in front of students as a second language? Recommend something to have a command on. Yeah, listen. You want to make it easy on yourself. So whatever you're teaching that day, maybe if you want to prepare for it, maybe write down some scripts, some things that you want to say, some words that you want to focus on, some vocabulary you want to teach them. Remember, you are there for your students. So if you prepare well, you'll improve as time goes on too. But it's very important for you to be as strong as you can be for your students. So set up your classes too. You know, if you're very nervous about your classes, make a lesson plan and account for every minute of it. What are you going to be doing? And also, what's very important for your confidence is start thinking, what could possibly go wrong, and then preparing for that. So, for example, if an activity doesn't work out, have a backup activity. If there are some difficult questions that you're expecting, research the topic and think, okay, well, how can I explain this? What resources can I share that the students are going to enjoy? Also have additional resources, worksheets, and activities planned for, if a lesson doesn't go long enough. So prepare for success. If you're not confident in yourself, be confident in your preparation. Oh, that's a nice quote. Quote me on that. That's a great one. Oh, that's a horrible laugh. Don't quote me on the laugh. Isa, how can we make learners think in English? Well, give them examples, give them resources that they can use, show them how it's done, and then also let them practice out loud. So instead of their own language, what I do with my students is I say, okay, well, guys, we're going to practice this. I want you to practice with your partner, and then you're going to have to do it out loud. By the way, I found this, and then I randomly pick students. What I usually do is you can't let all your students practice in front of class. So they practice with a partner, and then you pick random groups to do it out loud. Now, my students know that because they're doing it out loud, they've got to practice with their partner in English, and it can be simple activities that they're doing. It can be, sorry, I'm playing with something with the tweezers and nail clippers. Anyway, it's down on the floor. Won't happen again. So yeah, you want to, and then you pick them randomly, and because they know they're going to have to do it in front of class, they're going to practice, and that will also give them confidence because they are challenging themselves. Now, how do you pick your students? This is really fun. I usually let the students play rock, paper, scissors. Let's say there are 20 students. I like this row rock, scissors, paper. I want one loser. This row one rock, scissors, paper, and then you take 4 students to do it. Otherwise, the class doesn't keep on moving. A new way I got to pick students is I've got this retractable whiteboard that comes, a projector screen that comes down, and so what I do is on the back of the screen on the whiteboard, I would write down, let's say, two letters. If there are 8 groups, maybe I write down 2 and 5, and then I tell the class, okay, everyone, I wrote down 2 letters behind the projector board, the screen. I want you to pick. I want you to pick a number, and all the groups quickly pick a number, and then there's a button I press, and it goes up, and suddenly it reveals the numbers. And you can do fun things like that too. You can say, I wrote down 2 numbers on a paper. Here's a paper. pick a number, and then they pick a number, and then you reveal, okay, these two groups, I want you to do it in front of class. So that's something fun too. Eric, how important do you think it is to actually get all the way through the lesson plan? Is it okay to stop before all the activities are done? Yes, I think it's good. Once there should be certain goals that you have, and then once you achieve those goals, it's okay to stop. I think we can put a lot of pressure on ourselves to get the timing right, but it's never always going to be right. And it's also fun, if you're going to see those students again, you can say, okay, guys, I want you to practice this for homework because next class we're going to do it. Sorry, we ran out of time. I want you to write down some vocabulary and we're going to review the next class. Or I want you to ask your parents a question, or I want you to practice with your dog, before you come to class. And so yeah, just continue if it's possible. It depends on your situation and what's expected of you in the classroom. uh, no, BM, don't say mean things to me. We're all nice and friendly in here. Duart, good evening, everyone. I'm from Brooklyn. Hi, teaching in a university in Zhangjiajie. Very interesting. Hi, Duart. Rashid, hi, just joined. Michaela, have a great Sunday. Thank you, Meme. Ma'am from Thailand, hi. Letty from Sueta. It's a beautiful sunny day. I actually have a friend that's moving to Italy soon. So Letty, and by the way, Letty, are you getting ready for your vacation? Letty hasn't had a vacation in a long time. She's going on vacation. And I'm thinking of, in the near future, I might come to Italy to come and see you. Said, hi from Morocco. Dewey, which approach for more appropriate for teaching grammar? Kids age 10 and 16. Which approach? Yeah, okay. So it depends on what works for your students, right? So you get some of the inductive and the deductive approach. I think there are merits to both, and it depends what you want to do. So you can give them an example first. Sometimes it depends on how I feel with my students. I can give them an example first and then take the grammar point from that, or I can teach the grammar point first and then I can give them examples. It depends on what you think your students need. So if they already have experience with English, you can give them some common sentences and then ask them, okay, what's the example? What do you think the grammar is for this? And you can explain some of the rules and the nuances of the grammar. Or you can just teach them it quickly, and then you can say, okay, this is ways that you can use it with your partner. I want you to quickly make 4 sentences using this grammar rule, something like that. But get them involved, and it depends on you, Dewey. Hi, Aizan from Kazakhstan. Could you share methods of teaching? That's something I really want to do in the future. Is the different ways, the different teaching methods. I'm working on that. That's something I'm going to be sharing next year. But there are many methods. I think the main thing is just getting your. I think most people use what CLIL is like. Use communication in your class. For your students to learn. But there are many methods, and what you want is a mixture of it that suits your students. So you can audiolingual method. They actually, you should use a combination of all these methods. I use the book 1000 Questions and Answers for. Thank you so much, Mrs. Abuela. By the way, guys, yes, I've got a book called 1000 Questions and Answers, and it's very useful for the students to practice some questions with one another. Thank you so much, Mrs. Abuela. It's better live. Amina, hi. Thank you for sharing us a valuable video like strategies I can use with pupils. Definitely. Thank you so much for the support. Liesel, good to see you. I found the CEFR framework syllabus for each level. Oh, thank you so much, Liesel. I'll take a look at it. Yeah, the framework for what levels they are, that's the A1, A2, B1, B2, and the C1, C2. I'll definitely check it out. Thank you so much, Liesel. I'd love to make a curriculum based on something like that that's already been made, and just share some activities and things that people can use when teaching that. The problem came, I hope it's solved. Ahmed, hi from Morocco. It's bad. Yeah, Mrs. Abriela, it's fixed. I thought, yes. Vocabulary for transitioning from one lesson to another. Very good question. Now, often when you finish an activity, you want to refocus your students as quickly as possible. Now, there are a few different ways that you can do it. The direct method is to say, okay, everyone, now we're going to move on to this. A good way that I like to transition between things and to get my students' attention is just a simple 3, 2, 1, and then start with some questions to get them thinking about it. I think another thing you can do for transitioning is to to confuse them. Basically, what you do is so let's say you finish an activity and now you're going to tell them a story, a funny thing that happened to you in your life. And you tell them the story, and then you say, "Oh, by the way, we're doing this thing next." But I think the main thing is to get the students to focus on you, to put down what they're doing, so that they understand the process of going from one activity to the next. This is a very useful skill in teaching, but it's also it's more about engagement, getting your students to re-engage with you and then engage with the new thing you want to transition to. A very good question. I haven't really thought of it that much, but I think it's a valuable thing to talk about. So maybe I'll do a video on transitioning in the future. Transitioning. I hope I don't get copyright struck for that. Sanjit, hi from India. Hanif, hi. And congratulations for going to the semi-final, Sanjit, and our Pakistani viewers and our Bangladeshi viewers. I'm from South Africa, so I know how it feels. We got knocked out of the World Cup, the Cricket World Cup, the T20s. Hello from Melbourne. Hi. And also, commiseraries, because I think Australia also fell out. I'm so sorry to hear that. Rachid, how can we deal with I'm going to continue, Rachid. I think deal with interferences. Yeah, so I did a video on how to teach that. I'm quickly going to look it up. Teaching L1. I'm going to share this video. Where's that L1? L1. I did a video about it. I need to find it quickly. But yeah, in most classes, they make it a rule not to use English. And I explain it to my students very well. So you can make it a rule or you can do some other things. Hi, nice. From Bangladesh, Tasnim. Hi. Sanjit, thank you. Now working. Thank you, Carmen. Pakistani, my dad says that. Cambridge, hi, nice to be in touch again. Charity from West Bengal, India, hi. No, not at all. I've got very weak students, but I think it's our job as teachers to build their confidence and their courage. So we want them talking in class. So I make it very easy to my students, and I also make it a rule in my class that no one may be shy in my class, so they have to speak. So no, none of my students are fluent, but some of them are pretty good, and I enjoy having them in class. But it's about allowing your students to express themselves, to build their confidence, and also if they are already confident, it's challenging them to express themselves in different ways, or to improve themselves. So good question. Yeah, it's up to us to help them improve. Practice your English speaking, find a friend, find a partner, look at topics to talk about, improve your knowledge, read more. If you can, find a teacher to practice with and to help you elevate your English. But yeah, it's just experiencing the language, learning more expressions, more vocabulary, and practicing your speaking so that you grow in confidence too. I from Cuba. No, I've got challenging students. I've got some students that are a bit more noisy, or they're a bit tougher to teach. But in most cases, and yes, I get upset at some of them, but I think it's about building relationships, and I really want the best for my students. So I'm very fortunate that I don't have any bad students. I think it's just where I am right now. But I'm just very fortunate, PM. Thank you. I currently give flyers to schools targeted. Yeah, it's a good idea. Light, I hope your your school takes off and that it's very successful. And in most Asian countries or any countries, you can have promotional events, fun activities. If you already have a few students, do some fun activities with them, share a lot. Even if you spend a bit more on some of the activities you're doing, so that later you can reap the rewards. So yeah, really go all out. A friend of mine has a math academy and offered to rent me a room that I can use to teach English. Do you think it would be a good idea? Would it be it depends. I think within Korea, you've got to build connections. If you know the right moms or the right teachers that can send students your way, and if there are students in the area, then it can be. But it's all about building these relationships in a community. I've got a friend who does really well because they know they know a lot of the moms, and these moms suggest to other moms and they bring more students in. And yeah, it's just about building a brand too for that. Jonas Diaz, Luza Ang, good to see you. Kar, hi. Jesu, hello from Myanmar. I promise to check. No, I did do a demo video. Did I? BM, you're the only one that remembers my promises. Guys, don't remember my promises, please. So far, when I move, I'll do it. That was my promise. But I can't. When I don't move, I can't move my sofa. BM, forget my promises. Just remind me of my promises next year. Okay. Is it important? No, it's not important. Students need to get used to all accents. But that being said, I think it's more important to be understood. So you want to be speaking in a clear accent or in a way that your students can understand your English. It doesn't mean you need to get rid of your accent, but you want to make it easier for your students to try and be more neutral if it's possible. But your students should be able to understand you. I think that's important. I use Dojo. That is the only parent involvement. Behaviors are terrible. Oh, that's so bad. How can I improve my speaking? I think I said that. Tasneem. Oh, no. Barbecue. Bad boy. Barbecue. Yeah, I'm going to say it is B. I'm going with B because it's BBQ. Thank you. Thank you, Kev. Kev, you left a comment, but I didn't answer it. I think in one of the things I can't remember what it was. I want to speak English like you, so what should I do? Practice. Find someone to practice with and improve. A new hi from Lars. Abigail, how's it going, Eric? It's getting cold in South Korea. Yes, Abigail. And you've got a beautiful family and son. Yeah, it's getting cooler now. But you know what? The weather was so beautiful, nice and warm during the day. I've been taking lots of photos and putting it on Instagram and Facebook if you want to follow me there. Yeah, it's just been so lovely. We've been blessed with the weather so far, but I expect it to be it's getting cooler, but I expect winter to come kind of soon. Luzang, good idea about the grammar video. And Nalida, hi from Bolivia. Farah, many thanks. May I also ask you to give some tips on teaching writing skills to beginner to trigger their creativity? Yeah, I definitely will. Another promise I've made is to do a video on how to teach younger learners, and that includes how to teach phonics, I guess. I need to do that, and then I'll include some activities to help the students. I'll think about it, Farah, and I'll make some videos in the future. Jisoo, yeah, just practice more. The more you're going to practice, the better you're going to get. Okay, where's my Google? Where's my word when I need it? Massachusetts. It's near Mississippi. Mississippi. What is that thing about Mississippi? It's the first S and only one P. No, it's not two S's both times. No, I think it's no, it's not Z. I think Massachusetts. Bonnie Esther writes it down every single live stream. I'm going to throw a dart at it, and I'm going to go with no. I want to say it's either X or Z. I'm going to go with Z. No, Massachusetts. No, it's that. I'm going to go with Z. Am I wrong? Where's my spell checker when I need it? Kev, you're going to make me cry. I bet you every week Kev is like, okay, how am I going to test Eric and make him cry? But Kev, thank you so much. You know what? I need the challenge in my life, even if I make mistakes. Thank you so much. I accept the challenges, but I might rue it later. Hi, Mohammed. I'm good, thank you. Karba. Reading comprehension for beginners. Yeah, I'll do a video um, on phonics in the near future. I did do a video about reading, which has some ideas. Let me quickly look up that reading video if I can find that. Reading for beginners. It should have some fun ideas for reading. But yeah, guys, I know I've got a few videos planned for this week. Or I need to make one. I want to make one for the World Cup, for the Soccer World Cup, activities for that. I want to do one on websites to find English jobs abroad, because most of my viewers are new English teachers, and I think that's a way to find some new viewers. And then the big video I've been meaning to work on, it's not going to get done this year, or maybe towards the end of December, how to teach young learners and how to teach phonics. Those are two I need to make. Tasneem, when I read any sentence, I understand easily. But when I speak, help yourself. Write out the sentences, write down some words, and then practice. And just do it more, and you'll get more confident. EduPro, thank you so much. Tuarts, when I started teaching my department, told me that something that helped me was confidence. If I have fun, they will have fun. Very true, Tuarts. You know, if you enjoy your classes and if you enjoy teaching them, the students will pick up on it and also enjoy it. Mohammed, I'm in South Korea. Nguyen, hi. I always struggle to say this very famous name from Vietnam, Nguyen. I think it's Win. It's Nguyen, Win. I think it's like Win. Malik, hi, respect. I'm going to Singapore and Australia. Letty, you're going to have a fantastic time. You definitely have to keep us updated. Arada from Switzerland. Hi, Arada. Good to have you. Gulnoza from Uzbekistan. Hi. Happy Russian. Hello. Good evening. The first time I'm. Wow. Thank you so much for joining. From Vietnam and a Russian teacher. Hi. Good to have you. Colin, a group of people, English on Zoom. Wow. I've got a lot of videos. How to teach on Zoom. This is a very old video. How to teach online. Where's my Zoom video? It's a very long video on teach online. Is that the one? Find it. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. How to teach online with Zoom. This is a very long video I did when maybe 2 years ago, and I think it still has some good ideas that I'll share. Let's see. Let's paste there. By the way, guys, I did a video with Lee an hour ago. I did a live stream with her. I'll post it again. You can check it out. That's why I'm a little bit tired today, because I've been talking for 2 hours non-stop. Well, 5 minutes stop. Gulzar, hi from Pakistan. Congratulations on making it to the semi-finals. Anwar, hi from Banala. Hi. How do you balance being a teacher that has fun and enjoyable presence as well as projecting? It depends on what you need in the class, and you'll find that balance. You know, you want to show your students that this is going to be a fun, useful class, but that there are certain boundaries. And with my students, so I change my tone depending on you want to be fluid, you know. Of course, you want to project a friendly environment, you know, and then when this you can feel the atmosphere change, then you're slowly going to revert back to a bit more reserved and stricter teacher. And I think that's very important. The students also know they've got this thing they know it's someone that means business. So you're going to portray someone that's confident and in control, and you want them to have a fun time, but you can also show them a different side. Younes, Eric, what is the best? I don't have an open source curriculum. I really want to use to make one soon, but I don't have one for you at the moment. My plan for this vacation, or for December, January, I want to work on a curriculum that I can share, even if it's just 24 lessons based on something for a general level. So I think, you know, there are different levels. You've got your beginners, you've got your young students, you've got your business advanced students. At first, I think I'll just make something generic for like maybe A2, B1 level. So, that's your advanced beginners, your intermediate. So I think I'm going to look for first making a curriculum on that, and then I'll switch to maybe beginners and more advanced students later. So, nay, low achievers. No, you've got to challenge them in different ways, So you've got to use fun activities in class to show them that they can do it. And these low achievers, it's usually, why do they do it? It's because they're not properly challenged, or it's not fun, or it's not engaging to them. They don't see the value of the lessons. And if you can show them that, oh, we're learning in this fun way, and without them knowing, they're actually being engaged and actively taking part in class, soon you'll change that. It's very funny with some of my students, maybe they're low achievers and they come into my class and they say, oh, I'm studying, I'm studying to become a trainer, I'm studying something. Then I say, wow, that's amazing. Most of my best students have been trainers, fitness trainers or whatever. And it might not be true, but just hearing that motivation and encouragement, they feel like, wow, actually I can do this. So we've definitely have to build our students up. We have to build their confidence. We have to show them how they can achieve something, and then give them that belief, and then they'll start working harder. So I think that's a great question, Sine, because often we forget that a lot of students, maybe they don't enjoy English, or they've been struck down in the past, but now they actually have to learn, and we have to, I think motivation is key. I think I do have a video on student motivation, and I know you're asking me about low achievers that don't want to study, but I think there are many aspects of it, and I think motivation is very important. I did this video a long time ago on student motivation. I think it gives 20 ways on how to motivate your students, and I hope it's got some ideas. Guys, I can't wait for the moment where you ask me a question and I'm like, yeah, no, I've got a video for this, but I often get questions that I don't have videos for, and that kind of like motivates me to make more videos. Hi from Indonesia, Partha, Anwar from Bangladesh, and Balachu from Ethiopia. Hi. Which skill do you excel in? Speaking, listening, writing? Actually, BM, I think my writing is better. I always enjoyed writing during school. And when I write my scripts for my videos, I enjoy that. And it's something I actually mentioned. Maybe you saw with my videos, if you compare my recent, maybe 3 videos that I put out, these long videos, the quality in the audio and the editing is much better, I believe, than my earlier videos. Although I believe in my earlier videos, the script itself and the ideas were solid. So I think my writing's actually better, and I'm only doing, I didn't have I could go in front of a classroom and be confident, but I was very shy and nervous to speak on camera. So yeah, I think that's a skill I've been practicing. It's still not very good, but it's something I'm practicing. Inkar, good to see you. I'm very well, thank you. Good to see you. Muhammad, hi. Welcome to Morocco. Mary, I totally agree to build a relationship with our students, to show them that we actually care. From Bolivia, hi. Great looking sofa. Yeah, that's a sofa, and my mom's pillows. She always, if I lose a pillow, my mom would always be like, Eric, where are my pillows? Where's that extra pillow gone? Yeah, it's a nice sofa, but I definitely need a change. I need a fresh start. And I've been looking into some ways that I would actually decorate my new apartment. And they've got these RGB lights, that you can put on the ceiling, the red, green, and blue lights that can change colors, a new sofa, new background. I've been promising BM that for a long time. Mr. Mario, hola, good to see you. How are you doing? Hisham, hi. Luzang, one of the most difficult things for the Latin students is to learn and pronounce the letter the th. Yeah. I mean, there are difficulties in everything, and we've got to help our students. We've got to find some ways to explain it to them, especially if it's something like that. Renee, it's been so long. How have you been? It's lovely to see your smiling face. Oh, I miss Renee. She's so good. personally speak, I thought about teaching another language in addition to English. Actually, well, my Korean is okay. I speak a couple of African language too, Afrikaans, and I can speak some Setswana that we have to learn in South Africa. But it's not very good. It's very basic. And my Korean, yeah, it's okay. It's also high beginner, intermediate, I guess, my Korean. But I haven't really. I know that I want to work on my Korean a bit more, but right now I've got so many videos that I need to make and things that I have to work on. So it's kind of taken a back seat. And even I haven't been exercising as hard as I should because I've been working a lot more on other things. So in the future, yeah, maybe I'll think about it. Mahmood, hi. Bonnie, Esther, I will give you. No, I got it wrong. I got it wrong. Uh, Thank you for answering. Yeah, I try to. I don't know if it's totally correct, but it's just me talking. I think, you know, I'm glad if you guys realize that not all my answers are going to be perfect. I'm just trying. I'm just trying to answer these. Ilya from hi, Garcia. What a lovely Union Jack flag. Edgar, how to create a video response? How to create a video? How do your creator your video response? Yeah, I guess it's just making your video. You can write it out. You can write down some notes and then edit it well. Get good lighting too, so that and make sure the audio is good. Maybe we could call it low achievers, motivationally challenged. I like that, Bonnie Esther. From Mexico, hi David. Do South Koreans have good knowledge about the? No, 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 no. And I apologize to my Korean viewers, but in Korea, they are taught a lot about, even into high school, about Korean history and Korean geography, and they know that so well. But when it comes to the rest of the world, they don't know too much unless they've traveled a lot themselves. So, no, in my experience, in my limited experience, I feel like Koreans don't know a lot about world geography and history. And even, they know some famous people, but they don't know a lot. But when it comes to their own history, they taught that very well. A good question, BM. Hicham, I'm okay, thank you. I will never get you. Thank you, Mario. It's wonderful to see you smiling and laughing face. It's just because of you. Leah, this is coming back to bite me. What do you think? Am I right about this geography question? You can say, Eric, you're totally wrong. But no, there are some Koreans that know a lot about the world history. But I feel that, with the school system the way it is, most Koreans don't get a chance to learn a lot about world geography, but mainly focus on Korean history and geography. Wilson, hi. Got to go. Thank you so much, Light. It's good to see you. Looking forward to speak to you in the future, definitely. Good luck, Light. All the best to you and your family, your young family, and also your future job. Yeah, guys. So what am I doing this week? Actually, I've been teaching a lot of night classes. So I've been busy teaching high school students at night, but that ended last week. So this week, it's going to give me some time. I'm going to work on some new videos that I want to put out soon. I also have a lot of editing to do, old videos, activity videos. But now with the channel, you'll notice that my channel reaches its peak viewership during October. So I was very busy, and now it's going to basically go down until March again when it goes up. And I understand that this is going to happen, and I'm still going to put out content weekly, but I'm not going to be so rushed to put out very good, like my best content. It's going to give me time to work on these very important things, but I'm going to bring out weekly videos on activities and things that you can use in your class. Yeah, thank you so much for all the support. I can just do what I can do, and that's try my best to create content for teachers out there. Um, and yeah, I hope you all do well. Really? Okay. So your students learn a lot. Okay. So maybe I'm wrong about that, James. Yeah, everyone, thank you so much. Have a great week. I'm going to bed very soon. Have a good day. Bye bye.